Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this week's video, we are going to be doing our annual tradition of reading the 2023 bucket list. If you are new to this channel, every single year I write a bucket list, and then at the end of the year or at the beginning of the next year, I go back through my bucket list and look at the things that I was able to do and just like reminiscent of the past, kind of like a moment to be grateful. And it's very easy sometimes to forget all the amazing things that have happened throughout our lives. So that's why I go through this, we talk about it, and I just make a video about it. So without anything else left to say, let's get this video started. Okay, so you're going to be seeing a picture of my bucket list here, and we're just gonna get right to it. Number 1, win the Rice Scholarship. That did not happen. And unfortunately, I am already 18 years old, so I cannot apply to Rice again. So I will never be a Rice Global winner, but I was a finalist at some point, and my Rice videos are one of my best performing videos in my channel. Like, actually, most of my viewers come from like children that are applying to Rice, and it makes me really proud because I've received some comments that I'm gonna like post here of people telling me that they were finalists and they applied to Rice because of my videos. I received this comment of like this girl saying that, or guy, I don't really know who they are, but this person saying that they were Rice Global winners and they found out about Rice because of my video. So I cannot believe my little silly videos literally changed people's lives. Like, the Rice Scholarship is an amazing opportunity, and it really fills my heart with joy to know that there are people out there that are winning the scholarship and changing their lives because of my YouTube videos. So it really makes me very happy. I'm also very happy that I'm still part of the global community. So overall, I think this is a very positive thing. I never won, but you know, I'm gonna cross it out as like something that was very positive in my life, you know? Now, number 2, got monetized on YouTube. That did not happen. I've been making YouTube videos for the past 3 years. Literally 3 years straight. And I have to be very honest. I'm getting a little tired of it sometimes. I still enjoy making my videos, and sometimes I still enjoy like editing them, but it's getting very monotonous, and I do not really feel like I'm getting any compensation from it. Of course, I get the joy of like receiving cute comments. I get to bond with people online, and I also get to be creative and make my own videos, and I genuinely enjoy my videos. Like, I'm literally studying media in college. I'm literally in a film production class. Like, I genuinely enjoy doing this, but it's gotten to the point where it's like, it's been 3 years every single day of like just doing YouTube and never really getting monetized. And sometimes it's nice to have money, but honestly, very deep down, I'm not doing this for the money. Clearly, because I'm not monetized. I'm doing it because I like to do it, and that's great. Maybe I'm not getting like a like revenue. I'm not getting any like income from YouTube or like social media at all, but I'm getting like a lot of other positive things. So I think this was not really successful technically, but I'm still very proud of like how far I've come in YouTube, and also of like all the hard work that I've put into it. So thank you so much for watching my videos. Crossing this one out. We're skipping number 3 because that's too personal, and we're going to number 4, becoming good at driving. Am I good? That's very subjective, honestly, because my mom is gonna kill me for saying this on the internet, but I hit the curve very often. Well, I haven't hit it in the past like 3-4 months, but before that there was like this streak where I was hitting the curve like once every single week. It only happened like 4 or 5 times, but it really hurt, you know? We're not gonna talk about that anymore. I do think I'm a good driver now. I'm very cautious. I never go over the speed limit, and honestly, I think I put this down in my 2023 bucket list because at the beginning of 2023 I did not have my license. I did not have a car. I was stranded, very desperate. I don't know, I'm just being dramatic, but the thing is, I didn't have a car, I didn't have a license. I kind of knew how to drive, but I couldn't really do it, and I wasn't free. And to be honest, what makes me really happy about like 2023 is that I was able to get my license, and that's in like one of my videos. I'm gonna put it here. But also, I was able to get a car. Like, do you understand how crazy that is? Like, I have a car, and that's insane. Like, for me, that genuinely is insane, and I feel like some people take that for granted, where for me it's like, it's amazing. Like, I don't know, it's just great. And am I a great driver? Absolutely not. Like, am I a Formula 1 driver? No. I am very cautious, yes. I haven't hit the curve lately, yes. And I think this was a success. Like, did you see the little car? That's literally my car. Anyway, we can keep going. Number 5, turn 18. Yay! I am already 18 years old. I am legally an adult. That's crazy to think. I have started doing things that are more adulty, especially because I have a car now and I can like move around more. But I also have more responsibilities. I have been looking into college. Now that I was in Mexico, things change when you're 18 in Mexico. So I have really been experiencing this like shift of like getting older. But overall, I'm really proud that like I feel like I'm finding myself more. While I was in Mexico, I was talking with one of my friends. Her name is Isa. This is her beautiful face. We've seen her before. She was in our vlogs, and she was telling me that she loves aging because she feels like she's finding herself more. And I think that's beautiful. And that's why she's one of like the most beautiful people I know. And I can really relate to that. Sometimes it can get very overwhelming to age because as you start getting older, you realize that adult life is not just like, woo, I am having fun and I'm free and do whatever I want. It's a lot of responsibility and a lot of stress, but at the same time, aging is like finding yourself. It's like living your life and exploring the world. And to be honest, 18 is not really like a super large amount of years to have. I am legally an adult. I am experiencing my life and I'm getting to know myself, and it was just great. I also had a lot of fun during my birthday. I didn't cry this year, which that was great, and you can go watch the video. So yay, I did turn 18. Number 6, go to Mexico. I did go to Mexico. I think there was only like one vlog and like 2 videos regarding my trip to Mexico. I had a lot of fun. It was, I don't know, like now that I think of it, it was like a flash. I was there for 3 weeks after not being in my country for a year and a half. And now that I think about it, it's like, whoa, where'd the time go? Like, I don't know. It was crazy. I'm very, very, very grateful that I get to have the opportunity to go back to my country because number 1, traveling like internationally, it's very expensive. And number 2, a lot of immigrants, especially like Latino immigrants in the United States, do not have the opportunity to go back to their countries because of like their legal status. They cannot leave. So like I cannot picture, or like I don't know how it feels to like be kind of stuck in a foreign country without being able to go back to where you are from and where you belong. And I'm very grateful that I was able to go back to my country. There are many things that made me feel like I don't belong there anymore, like my life is not there anymore, but at the same time, Mexico will always be part of me. Like I will always and forever be Mexican. My childhood will always and forever be in Mexico, my family, and I have so much love for that country. I am very grateful that I was able to go there. I had so much fun. I saw all my friends, my family, and I'm very grateful that everything else is still the same. Even though it's like different, it hasn't changed that much. I don't know. It was great. Yay, let's cross it out of the bucket list. This is where we get more personal. Number 7, be pleasing to God. This is still something that I want to work on, and it's still one of my goals this year. I always want to stay true to my morals and my values and who I am. And I was born and raised in a Christian household with like Christian Catholic values, and I genuinely believe in God. So I try to live my life the way I think is good and pleasing. And honestly, for me, my main like mantra in life is to like always love. And I think that I always try to do that. It's not always perfect, of course. We always have our ups and downs, but I I think I consider myself a loving person, especially last year at the beginning of 2023. I was struggling a lot. I had just encountered this like situation where I was very angry at someone and at like a very specific situation that was happening in my life. And I feel like I was losing myself because I've always really wanted to be a loving person because I feel like that's pleasing to God and to myself. And I was really trying to like battle with this like anger that I had inside of me. I am very happy that that anger is gone. Like, I do not have any resentment for anyone that ever did something to me. I genuinely feel like I've let things go, things that really deeply hurt me and things that made me mad. And I feel like I was able to find myself, my like loving self again. And I feel like that's pleasing. I don't know. I hope I was pleasing to God. I don't know. Whenever I see him, I'll ask him. On to number 8. Give an in-person class. I don't know if you remember, but back in like 2020, a while ago, I was a volunteer teacher for a program in Mexico. And my dream was to like give an in-person class because I used to give like online classes to kids that were struggling in school because of the pandemic, but I never really got to like interact with these children. And I haven't really had the opportunity to give like an in-person class, but I have had the opportunity to tutor people, which I love. I like genuinely enjoy tutoring people so much. I've also had the opportunity to volunteer at like elementary schools where I like just take care of kids. So I would say this is like a yes. So I'm crossing this down as like a success. Number 9, travel a lot. I think I did travel a lot this year. I mean, of course, I guess there's people that like travel every single week, but I think that for my standards, I did go to many places. I'm still just like discovering the US. There's so many things in the US that I haven't really like seen and they're very new to me. So I take like little trips around the area. I went to New York during the summer. There's a video. I was with my friend Morgan. That was absolutely amazing. I love New York City. I went to NYU. I do not have the money to go to NYU, but if I ever have the money to go to New York, I would definitely move to New York. I love that city and that trip was amazing. I was able to go to Virginia Beach. I was able to visit some colleges. I went to Mexico. I feel like that's a big blessing. I feel like I'm very, very, very grateful for those like trips that I had, especially going to Mexico, like all these things. Really, really, I'm very grateful for them. So I think I did travel a lot. So let's cross that out. Number 10, treat people with kindness. As I mentioned before, I always try to be like a very loving person. There are some people that make it really hard. Like, generally, there are moments where I, like, just can't. There are people that just make it very hard to be a kind person. But I really try super hard, and I try my best to always be very understanding, very supportive, and also understand where to, like, put my boundaries, but always try to be very, like, forgiving, very loving, very kind. I generally try to always be kind. Am I great at it always? Not really, but you know, I think I treated people with kindness. Yes. Number 11, read and learn many new things. I think I have read and learned a lot of like new things. Now that I'm looking back into like my memories, I'm like, whoa, genuinely 2023 was like a roller coaster ride. I did so many things. I started out the year being like extremely depressed, super sad, like crying all the time, not knowing what to do with my life. Then out of like nowhere, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play softball. I've never played softball before. The only thing I know about softball is that it's kind of like baseball. So let's do it. And I started playing softball. So that was extremely new and like it really pushed me out of my comfort zone. Then while I was playing softball over the spring, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna run for historian. I'm gonna like do this whole school campaign and get people to vote for me. Why? I don't even know why I did that, but that was also new. And then I became school officer. I also became school ambassador. I also got my car. I got to go to Mexico. I got to start my film production class, which has taught me so much about like film and the industry that I want to go into. And I feel like I've learned so many new things. Also, huge parenthesis regarding the like reading. I read this book called Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. Best book ever. You have to read it. I absolutely love it. Like I couldn't get enough of that book. It's amazing. You should read it. I feel like it teaches you a lot of things, and I feel like that book really shifted my perspective, because I was like, whoa, like sometimes it's very easy to say like, oh, everything is fine in the US, especially as an immigrant. You're like, oh, the US is the best place ever, like this is where everyone wants to be. But then you realize that there's also like faulty things here, and like nothing is perfect, and there's always something that you can do for someone. And this book also really taught me how to like view people as more than the worst thing they've ever done. Because sometimes I've honestly never really had to like face the things that the book talks about and describes, but there are moments where it's really, really hard to like view people as more than like what they've done. And you have to understand that we're all people, and that has really taught me a lot about like my forgiving journey. You know how I mentioned that at the beginning of the year as well. There were sometimes moments where I was really, really, really like angry at this person and at this situation, and this book shifted my perspective into thinking like, okay, we're all humans, and there's always more to us. And that has shifted a lot of like my perspective and the way I like treat things and like the way I view people. So yeah, I think I really learned a lot of things this year, so, you know, success. Let's move on to number 12. Make an impact on my community. So, I do not know if that has happened. I don't know if I'm the person to judge that, but I think that I've gotten involved in my community a lot, which was part of like my goals for this, like, well, 2023. I felt like I was very, very segregated at the beginning. When I first moved to the US, I felt like I genuinely did not fit in. I did not belong here. I was very sad, and I really, really just wanted to do something for my community, especially because I wanted to like stand out, I guess. Not in like a weird way. I wanted to prove that Hispanics could do good things. I wanted to speak volumes with my actions, and I hope that I did that. I have tried to get involved, tried to speak up about issues that I see, issues that I've faced. I have tried to just in general get involved in like my school primarily. I've also tried to do an impact, especially on the Latino community. I'm gonna talk about this now. You know, it's time to talk about it. When I first moved here, I really felt like the Latino community was very, very stigmatized, and it was very hurtful to realize that. I think that sometimes it's very, very easy to like stigmatize communities, especially like minorities, like Latinos, and I'm hoping that this helps like shift someone's like mindset on like stigma. I don't know. So yeah. I'm gonna mark that as a good accomplished thing this year. Number 13. Find a university that I love and get accepted. So, yay, I got accepted into some colleges. I'm not really gonna talk about this that much yet because I haven't really decided where I'm gonna go, and I do not want to jinx anything. But I do have to say, I've decided that I really want to go to a university that's in a city. I cannot stand not being in a city. I love the hectic lifestyle of the cities, and I really, really love VCU. I got into VCU. I haven't decided if I'm gonna go to VCU, but I did find a university that I genuinely really like, and I did get in, so we can cross this out. And last but certainly not least, number 14, be happy and grateful every day. I think that I have not been happy and grateful every single day of 2023. That's like obvious. No one can be like happy and perfect and grateful every single day. But I genuinely feel like I've found my happiness again. As I've mentioned in this video 1,000 times, the beginning of last year was really rough for me. Like, I did not feel like myself. I was very, I don't know, I didn't even have like motivation to do anything. Sometimes I still question myself. I'm like, how did I even like get over it? Because I didn't want to do anything. I was very sad. But I was able to find that happiness, and that has led me to this point in my life where I just feel like myself. I genuinely feel hopeful for the future. I feel like I want to do things. I feel like I really want to work. I want to get better, and I just have that motivation, and I had lost that motivation. So I'm very, very like proud that I was able to find that happiness and like be happy, because I do really feel happy right now, and I do really feel grateful right now. And so I would say this was a success. Not really like every single day of 2023, but I do feel like I am very happy and grateful right now. And with that, we say goodbye to 2023. That was a crazy year. I'm not gonna lie. 2023, what the heck? Like, looking back, it wasn't even like that long ago. It was literally just a year ago, but it has felt like a lifetime. I do feel like I am genuinely like a whole different person. I'm still myself, of course. I think that I will always and forever be myself, I hope. I don't think that I've like dramatically transformed into a different individual, but I do feel like I have changed, I have grown, and that growth has not stopped yet. There's still a lot of things that I have to work on this new year, 2024. So I am genuinely very, very grateful with 2023. It was a great year. It taught me so much. I think I challenged myself so much, and I'm very, very like proud of that. So yeah, that's that. It's gone in too deep, and that's enough oversharing on the internet. I would like to end this video by saying that I'm very grateful to every single person that's always there watching my videos and supporting me, especially my family and my friends, because I know my family and my friends are always, every single Monday, watching my videos. I am very ready for an amazing year. Here we come for 2024, a great year, a big year in my life like every single other year. And well, without anything else left to say, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe on the little red button. Follow me on all of my social media. Do not forget to leave any comments if you guys have any. And without anything else left to say, I will see you guys next year. I mean, not next year. I meant next week. Bye-bye. Like, what is it called? It's not forgiveness. I genuinely forgot the word. Oh my god. Oh, here.